I'm legally insane. And today, you're going to want to put a pair of diaper on and get your gun ready. 6 bullets in the chamber. This is not a drill. Unlike the drilling I gave your mother last night, this is not what that is. Because today I'm about to show you the biggest hidden gem Nintendo Switch game ever made. In addition to a whole bunch of other games, up and coming brand new Switch games. But we're going to focus on that hidden gem because this is a game you never knew about, you haven't heard about, and ain't nobody else tell you about it. So you've come to the right place. We got a heavy hitter. This game ain't even out yet. These are up and coming games that you're going to want to blow your freaking balls off right now. In fact, where's my gun? I'm going to blow my balls off before we even get started. I'm not sure where I put it. I don't have time to get the gun right now. I'm going to have to do that after this video. I'm going to blow my balls off. Because what you guys don't understand is that there's a game called Fading Afternoon coming out. It's already out on PC. It's been out since 2023. This ain't nothing new. But it's new on the Switch, physical at least. The best way to describe this game is that it is a story-driven, open-world beat-em-up. But it's a lot more than that. Okay, we're just scratching the surface, buddy. This is a 16-bit style, River City Ransom, River City Girls style beat 'em up. Shenmue style, story-driven, narrative-driven, open-world exploration-driven, mini-game playing-driven game. It is a Way of the Samurai style, multiple playthroughs, infinite playthroughs. Infinite branches to storylines, infinite ways to beat the game style game. It is a Grand Theft Auto style game. How many people would you like to kill today? How many gangs would you like to destroy today? How many territories would you like to take over? How many houses would you like to buy? Would you like to buy a house today? Would you like to buy a car today? Would you like to live out of a hotel? Would you like to sleep on a park bench because you're a homeless bum? Would you like to do that today? Because you can do that today. I wouldn't recommend it. In fact, it's not really going to help you progress in the game very much if you do want to become homeless and sleep on a park bench, but you can do that. You can do that in this game. Grand Theft Auto style game, Yakuza style game. I mean, you are playing an ex-Yakuza in this game. As a matter of fact, you play a character that just got out of prison. You're an old man now. You're a middle-aged Yakuza that was in prison for a very long time, and chances are you celled up with a guy named Chocolate Thunder. So the reason I'm showing you this game now rather than waiting for its official release to show you the physical copy in my hand, which is what I traditionally do with my Nintendo Switch videos. I show you that I put my money where my mouth is and that I've actually purchased the game with my own money. I don't have time to do that because I strongly believe that this will become a rare game. Here's what it looks like on VGP. It is available for pre-order. Release date is currently unknown. But I mention the fact that it's published by Tessera Games because I have noticed that a lot of their games, for starters, get sold out. Some of them get sold out rather quickly on top of that, meaning you're forced to go elsewhere, and generally you're paying above retail, even if it's a couple dollars higher. I've seen games sell for $5 higher on Amazon that were sold out on, say, VGP, Tessera Games and specifically. But yeah, some of them sell out and they don't seem to do a lot of reprints. Okay, a lot of the games that I've seen sold out, I have not seen reprints for. That doesn't mean we won't get reprints in the future, but these seem to be reprinted at the very least a lot less commonly than other publishers like NIS. And on top of that, this game is unknown, and I think it will always be unknown for a very long time. This is a sleeper hit. It doesn't have 40,000 reviews on Steam. Even on Steam as a PC game, this game is not talked about. This game fits the very definition of a sleeper hit, of a hidden gem. A hidden gem is a gem that nobody knows about because it's hidden. And when it becomes unhidden, it's no longer a hidden gem. It just becomes a very expensive game. That's what happens to hidden gems when they're no longer hidden. So I'm telling you about this now because this game has some serious potential. And keep in mind, we are speculating because none of us can predict the future. But it's fair to say this game has a very high probability that it will go under the radar upon release. And total sales numbers will not be insanely off the chart high. They will be underwhelming, and they probably aren't going to have a high print run. I already ordered this myself. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm not taking any chances. The reason I'm paying this price, maybe it goes on sale in the future. I highly doubt it, though. Very rarely do I see Tessera games go on sale. The good ones, they just simply quietly sell out. Slowly and quietly, they just disappear. So I'm not taking any chances. I'm recommending to you guys to not take any chances because you just never know. And I'd rather bring this game up now rather than 12 months from now because I have a huge backlog of Nintendo Switch games that I'm going to be showing up into videos. And this one, I just want to get it out now. And before I forget, did you notice that the game says uncensored? Because you know what I think that means? The PC version doesn't say uncensored. So if this is truly different from the PC version, there's going to be some titties involved. Woo! If they got titties in this game, 16-bit titties, I'm telling you, $6,900 game, 100% guaranteed. $6,900 US dollars. This game is going to the friggin' moon. As soon as Metal Jesus shouts this game out 10 years from today, 15 years from today, 20 years from today, who knows? Because it's going to be a hidden gem for a long time. When Metal Jesus shouts out that there's some titties, this game going to the moon. In Fading Afternoon, Uncensored Edition, which may or may not involve some big old titty, big old naked titty. You play as a middle-aged Yakuza recently released from prison. Probably celled up with a guy named Chocolate Thunder. They don't tell you that in the description, but it's in there. Standard Edition includes the uncensored version of the game, explicit scenes, gambling, and blood, among others, and a comic booklet. Okay, hey, I'll take the comic. Multiple endings, different endings depending on the choices you make. And by the way, all of the choices in this game, they do matter. And you can do, the choices are unlimited too. You can choose to shave or not shave. You can choose to put on sunglasses or not put on sunglasses. You can look cool while you're beating up people and killing people and shooting them in the face. You can change your clothing. You can sleep on park benches. You can go fishing. You can go retire in the countryside. Unlimited choices. I want to show you one other thing here. This is Fading Afternoon on Steam. 835 positive reviews from a 2023 game. That means it was not some mega hit. It's still a hidden gem. On sale right now. If you want to get the PC version for dirt cheap, I say go for it. Here's a review from Yorkie Knight. 55 hours, and I don't think I've seen even a quarter of everything in this game. And I haven't been bored a single time. This man has been playing this for 59 hours as of today. He's still playing it, even after this review. It's genuinely that good. That alone, you can feel the man's passion screaming through the page. The combat is a bit lacking for options, but once you unlock the second character, that's alleviated pretty well. Malik says, one of my favorite game. I love everything from story to gameplay. It's a game that can touch your heart. I love it. Hey, that's proof that there's a story here. This is not a mindless beat 'em up. And I want to show you one other one too. This one I actually never noticed until just now. I'm literally reading this live, but it caught my eye right at the beginning. This guy's after, how many hours does he have? 168 hours. Wow. 56 at time of review. This guy's almost 200 hours in. 200 in a 16-bit style beat 'em up with some potentially has big old titties in it. Uncensored titties. I don't know if they are in the PC version. He says, what an amazing game. The last time a game stirred me this much, made me want to dig in deep and explore as much as I can with Stardew Valley. So hey, guys, if you like Stardew Valley, you might want to pick this one up. Even though I'm really interested in video games and video game history, I am generally not much of a gamer. Hey, it kind of sounds like me, as in I'm also heavily into video game history. I have 3 audiobooks that I'll discuss at a future date perhaps, but one of them is Console Wars, one of the best books ever made. I don't like first-person shooters. Hey, this sounds like me. I generally don't like most first-person shooters. I don't like games that are extremely difficult. Hey, this guy, this is my twin, my long-lost twin. I'm not great at puzzles. Holy hell. I swear I didn't write this review. I swear I didn't. I gotta find this guy. I usually don't have the attention span to put however much time into a game it might require. But sometimes a game hits every pleasure center in my brain, and Fading Afternoon is one of them. Wow, I've put nearly 55 hours into this game in a week. When I learned about this game from a friend, it immediately sounded right up my alley. A really gorgeous 16-bit style, pixel style game inspired by Japanese noir and Yakuza films. A game that's more about wandering and thinking, quiet moments of solitude, all staged inside a beautiful, meticulously crafted world with a smooth, jazzy soundtrack. A game with a dedicated smoking button for all you smokers out there. If that was the whole game, I'd have my money's worth. Yeah, I mean, that's all it would take. You're right. Down here, I'm not going to read this whole thing. Like, look how this is like a whole essay, but I will address this. He says, I've seen some players complain about how little the game gives you to start. How there's a sense of just being thrown into the game with very little guidance, which is true. The pleasure of the game itself comes through the exploration, the dying, playing again and again, and every playthrough you learn more and more. So you'll get to the point where you've got the map memorized. You'll know, oh, I want to get a car quickly this run through. I don't want to be taking the train. I want to get a car. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You know, you'll know exactly what you want to do the more you progress for each run through. You'll say, I want to live my life this way. Next playthrough, you say, I want to live it this way. I want to live it that way. I know that I got to do this to progress the story a certain way now. I've already done it this way. Now I know I got to do it that way. And you just keep going until you hit 200 hours. I mean, some of these people have gone 200 hours, but really it's up to you how long you want to go. Next up, we got a game whereby Limited Run screwed all of us. Again, this is not the first time Limited Run has screwed us. Because guess what? Some very expensive games that many of us spent an arm and a leg for are now in a new bundle. Turok Trilogy bundle, to be more specific. This couldn't have come out at a worse time. There is a new trilogy coming out, Turok 1, 2, and 3. Shortly after, they literally just released Turok 3 not that long ago. Turok 3 is still in stock. It's right here. They're charging $60 for Turok 3, a numbered limited run games release. This is a numbered release. They are charging $60, of which they are never going to sell out now. They're going to have to cut this price down by 80% to sell this one. Who knows how many copies they have, since Limited Run just prints unlimited copies now. They're no longer limited for a lot of the games. Some of them they are. They keep you on your toes. That's how they get you to keep ordering with them. But a lot of these games, they secretly reprint. I mean, they've already admitted to it. They did it with the famous one being Night Trap. But here's Turok 3. I mean, this just came out. I feel like I bought this not even that long ago. It was shipped to my door not even that long ago. I paid I paid retail. So that's why I'm pissed off. Because they could have just told us, "Hey, we're just going to come out with a trilogy pretty soon. So how about we not milk you for every dime you got so that you can't pay your rent and your wife leaves you and takes the kids? We're going to make sure that the repo man comes and repossesses your car because you didn't make a car payment because you bought Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter #3, and you had previously bought Turok 1 and 2, the dual pack, which was worth a lot of money on eBay, but you never sold it on eBay because we didn't tell you that we were coming out with this trilogy pack. We didn't tell you that. We left that one out on purpose because also we know that you're going to double dip. You're going to double dip because you're a collector and you're legally insane. I own all 3 of these games. Where is it? Oh, I didn't. No, here it is. I own all 3, buddy. You think I'm kidding around? You think I'm kidding around? I'll be double dipping. The same. I know a lot of other people are, actually. There's a lot of Turok fans out there as well. There's a lot of hardcore Turok fans. They are similar to Resident Evil and Castlevania fans. They will happily double dip. So the reason I'm bringing this one up is because if you don't already own all 3 of them, this is actually a blessing for you. This is great news for you. You can't go wrong purchasing Turok 1, 2, and 3. And here's the beauty of Turok 1, 2, and 3. There are cheat codes with this game. There's plenty of cheat codes. I'm assuming that the cheat codes still work in all 3 of these, but then just look up the N64 cheat codes, and hopefully they all still work. But they're not even Game Shark codes. Like, I'm talking built into the game cheat codes. So you can happily cheat, get your unlimited ammo or unlimited weapons, whatever the cheat codes are. And so for newbies like me, I really like having cheat codes to help me beat single player. I'm an old man gamer now. I don't have time to sit there and master the game. I just want to play it and beat it and have fun. I'm not trying to impress anyone. Moving on to game number 3, I'm going to mix things up a little bit. Now, normally here on this channel, I tell you about games that you might want to pick up, games that you might want to purchase, especially if they might become rare in the future, rare or expensive in the future. Well, now I'm going to tell you the opposite. Limited Run Games has recently announced Shinobi Art of Vengeance, developed by Sega. You know Sega don't make bad games. Except for the occasional Sonic game that ends up sucking. But for the most part, they don't make bad games. And they have never made a bad Shinobi game. Never in history. This is the great return. Sega's bringing back all of the classics. All of them. They're bringing them all back. Even Crazy Taxi's making a comeback. Golden Axe is coming out soon. They're all coming out. They know. They're dipping into their IPs. Sega got smart. Sega knows how to print millions of dollars. Streets of Rage 4, that was just the beginning. So you might be thinking, well, I would love to purchase this game. Or maybe you already have. Maybe you already did, buddy. It's a numbered release. Now, the reason I'm telling you not to buy this, and I might be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm speculating here. But I am not buying this, even though I want to play this game. I refuse to buy it. Because you know what I think is going to happen? I mean, oh, and look at this. Unique hand-drawn look created by the team behind the hit brawler Streets of Rage 4. Further proof. You know what those sons of bitches at Sega did? They released Streets of Rage 4 as a limited run game as well, buddy. Now, I don't know if it was numbered, but it doesn't matter. Because guess what? After that game came out, they later released a second one that had all the DLC on it. And I almost bought the first one, and I'm glad I didn't. I held off, but not because I knew a second one was coming out with the DLC on it, that they were going to milk you for every penny you got and make you double dip and screw over every single person that spent their hard-earned money on the version without the DLC, because I guarantee you they knew they were going to make DLC and they knew they were going to release a better version, making your previous version obsolete. They knew that. These companies have gotten smart. They know how to milk you for every penny you got. They know how to make sure your wife leaves you and takes kids because you spent all your money on Nintendo Switch games. Believe me, they know. So I think they're going to do the same thing. This game is going to be a monster hit the same way Streets of Rage 4 was. So I refuse to purchase this game. And if you listen to my advice and it turns out they never do, they never do update it, and the game goes to $300, well, oh well. I'm willing to take the chance, and I'm recommending you do the same regardless. I will take that risk. I am not giving Sega my money after they screwed me over it. And look what they did with Ninja Turtles. What was there, like 5 versions of Ninja Turtles? 5 versions. They just came out with the newest one. It's like they just came out with the Anniversary Edition, which was, I think, the 3rd version of Turtles. And then just recently they came out with the Complete Edition, which I think they're finally going to stop making new versions. But they just keep pumping out more and more DLC. They wouldn't even have a graceful waiting period. It'd just be like, 6 months. Oh, it's been 6 months since our last release. Let's release it again. Add another piece of garbage DLC to it. Like when I buy my physical games, I want them complete. I want the DLC, buddy. It's not a complete game without the DLC. I'm recommending to avoid this game as much as it pains me to say that, because it does look like an awesome game, and I know it's going to be good. It's Sega, guys. They have to make this version of Shinobi become a hit if they want to continue this franchise going forward on a regular basis, which I think they are going to do. So let's move on to game number 4. This video is going longer than I expected, so we're going to chop it off at number 4. Now, hear me out. I know what you're thinking. I haven't even showed you the game yet, but because I have to explain to you. Just listen to what I have to say before you make your decision. Listen to what I have to say. This is a good game. Trust me. We're talking Garfield Kart number 2, the sequel to the OG Garfield Kart. And I know what you're thinking. You heard the rumors, keyword rumors, that this is not a good game. That Garfield Kart was not actually a good game, and that it was in fact shovelware. But I'm here to tell you, I made a review video about Garfield Kart, the OG. And I will have that play after this video. So stick around to the end if you want to watch the full original review. And in that review, I proved to you that Garfield Kart is the best kart racer ever made, and quite possibly the best game ever made. So Garfield Kart 2 is coming out. 50 Canadian dollars on VGP. You can pre-order it today. However, that said, I'm telling you right now, look at the graphics for starters. This game looks incredible. The first one wasn't bad either. Now, people think Garfield was shovelware, but if you watch my review, I will prove to you that it was not shovelware. This being a sequel, you know for a fact the developers have fine-tuned. They have refined and fine-tuned Garfield Kart to make it even better, which you did not think was possible. But they have done it, and the game's not even out yet, and I already know that they did it. I already know. I'm not even questioning it. It's Garfield. Lasagna-esque races with friends. Play against up to 8 players online worldwide, or enjoy multiplayer mode for up to 4 players with split screen mode. Guys, if you guys want to get maybe a Discord group going where we can all play lasagna-esque races together, I'm down for that. But hold on, that said, even though I'm promoting this game, just watch the review after. Even though I'm promoting this game, I'm actually going to tell you to hold off on purchasing it for now. I mean, unless you really want it. And I'm only saying that because they have a history of screwing over people who bought Garfield games. For example, Garfield Lasagna Party, which I heard is actually not bad, believe it or not. Oh yeah, and by the way, Microids is publishing Garfield Kart 2, not Maximum Games, which is a good sign that it's not shovelware. That's a better sign than if Maximum Games publishes your game. I can tell you that right now. Maximum Games don't publish anything that's good. In fact, let's click on them real quick. I mean, look at this. Shovelware, 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 shovelware. Oh, a Plague Tale. I didn't know they did a Plague Tale. That's a pretty good game. Shovelware, shovelware. Even After Image. I don't care what anybody says. I know people are saying this is a hidden gem. It's not that bad, but it's one mild step above shovelware. It had major problems. Agatha Christie, I don't know about that one. Probably shovelware. Agatha Christie, yeah, I mean, how good could those games really be? What are they, point and click adventure games? They're probably half decent, but garbage for the most part. Oh, Alfred Hitchcock. I didn't know they did that one. I like that game. I'm going to be talking about that game in the future. It has flaws, but it's a really interesting game. Wow. Aliens? I don't know much about that one. Among Us? Come on. AO Tennis? That's got to be garbage. Arcade Game Zone? Look at all the shovel. Arkanoid? Nobody cares about Arkanoid. But why I don't want you buying it is, look, they've started releasing these Garfield compilation carts. So you just never know when you're going to get screwed. They did it with Garfield Furious Racing and Garfield Lasagna Party. They've already done it. So you know what they're probably going to do? I'm telling you right now, in the future, they'll have Garfield Kart 1 and 2 on the same cart, compilation cart. Now, it might be on the Switch too. I don't know. I don't know if they can fit them both on a cart or not. But they probably can. So I'm not buying this. Wait a year, maybe 2, and wait for that compilation cart. I can guarantee it's coming. I know for a fact they're going to do that. And people will buy it. People buy these Garfield games, believe it or not. And some of them look fun. Once, about every 20 years roughly, give or take, a game is released that is so good it will make you blow your own balls off. And if you don't have balls, you will wish you did. The last time this happened, the year was 1997. Mario Kart 64 was just released in North America, leading the way to a new era dominated by multiplayer kart racing. But what if I told you that Mario Kart was no longer the best kart racing game? What if I told you that in the year 2019, a new kart racing game was released? A game so good that it makes you want to dust off that old pistol that you used to blow your balls off so many years ago, and you wish you still had balls to blow off, but you don't. And since you don't have any balls, all you can do is stand perplexed in wonder at the amazing Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Why would you want to play as Mario, Luigi, or Bowser when you can play as Garfield, Odie, or even John? I could sit here and tell you how amazing the graphics are, or that you should be using a GeForce RTX 2080 Ti to get the recommended best experience, but I really just prefer to let over 382 very positive Steam reviews do it for me. Here's one by a user named Quack who's played the game for over 8 hours. On Garfield Kart Furious Racing, devs added a vibration or rumble feature for the controller. Now I can place the controller on my lap very close to my penis and receive some gentle vibrations while I play to my favorite game. Game provides me fun and pleasure at the same time. 10 out of 10. Cat drive car. Gar. Funny cat goes rum. 10 out of 10. Garfield. This game has redefined what it means to be a racing game. I got tired of racing games simply being a tech demo, but I seem to have found a real diamond in the rough. This game puts gameplay above all else and tosses the high-end graphics, triple ray tracing vectors out the window. This isn't to say the game isn't good looking, it just has its priorities in line. I can't wait to play more of this game, and also Epstein didn't kill himself. Type F in the comments below to pay your respects. This game made me nut. Never finished last, utilized my power-ups optimally, and throw my controller after being homing pied for the 15th time in a single race. Here's one from a user who played Garfield for only 0.8 hours, and it was still enough time for him to say, "Holy crap, I need to give this a very positive review." He writes, "I want to suck Garfield's fat orange balls." And he drew a picture of Garfield, and it's truly amazing art that could probably never be replicated by anyone else. Here's one of my favorites from a user who played the game for over 123 hours. Karen, if you are reading this, I am so sorry for leaving you and the kids. I promise I'll be back when I make it big in the competitive scene for Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Everyone wish this guy luck. The competitive scene is coming. 2020 is going to be the year. Garfield Eat Lasagne. 36.3 hours played. Great review. This game has changed my life. Ever since I was a young boy, I was bullied and my parents thought of me as a failure. When I first got the original Garfield Kart game, my life changed forever. I was no longer bullied and I started getting good grades in school. My family started to support me, and now I'm on my way to become the best Garfield Kart tournament player in the world. With the release of the new and improved Garfield Kart game, Garfield Kart Furious Racing, my life couldn't be better. I now have a girlfriend who is lovely and supporting. I can now do what I always dreamed about and become the greatest Garfield Kart player in the world. Wow, this guy's life sure has really improved thanks to Garfield. Here's one from a user who played the game for 27.3 hours. Garbiel Go Rum. He can't spell very good, but he sure loves his Garfield. Here's a user who played Garfield for over 101.7 hours. Cat Drive Good. Too good. Come. Garfield sex? Kinda weird if you ask me, but also kinda nice if you ask me again. Best game ever. Really epic gamer graphics and also good game mechanics. This game made me a furry. This guy only played the game for 0.3 hours and Garfield still turned him into a furry. Here's one from a user who played the game for over 62 hours. My family may have disowned me, but at least I have Garfield. Here's one from a user who just left the game playing for 17.8 hours, but he didn't do any races. He just left it on while his computer was running, and he says, "I haven't even played the game, and it's already changed my life." This user played the game for about a half hour, and he says, "This is the best day of my life. Thanks, Garfield." Pros. It's Garfield Kart. Question mark? Fat lasagna eating cat. Cons? None? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark? A masterpiece. Made me cry so much. 10 out of 10. Would lasagna again. He only played for 0.1 hours and the game still made him cry. I think these reviews are proof that Garfield Kart truly is the best game ever made. And I really look forward to seeing more Garfield official tournaments. I would like to see Garfield in esports and probably in the Olympics. That I could really see that coming in maybe 2024. The creators who made this game are turning people into furries, getting people good grades, getting them girlfriends, making them drive fast. I mean, it's mind-blowing stuff. Go ahead, log into Steam, check it out for yourself. This game is changing lives. Give it a try and let me know what you think. I'm going to save the other games I was meaning to talk about for a future video. And thank you very much for watching. I want to thank my Patreon supporters. Thank you so much. Your support keeps this channel going. I will be posting new content very soon for the Patreon members to show my gratitude. I do have some new content coming out, a new video that I will be creating probably tomorrow, to be honest. I want to thank all of the subscribers and the viewers that smash the like button, the ones that comment below. I enjoy reading your comments. I enjoy constructive feedback. I do get a lot of good feedback every now and then. People that write in suggestions for future videos. I do make note of all of them. I do capture them in a notebook. It's just I have so many ideas. It'll take me forever to get around to some of those videos, to be honest. There's just so many things that I would like to do, but not enough time in the day, unfortunately. Especially when you friggin' got the cops looking for you.